Hello and welcome to the October update. Today is the 8th of October for us here in Peru. And October is a very particular month for all of us, as it is a month of manifestation, but also metamorphosis. And at the same time, we're also entering a new portal on the 10th. And that portal is actually open for 10 days. So what are we going to do with all of this amazing energy? The metamorphosis is really important for all of us, as we have expanded, we have shifted, we have made quantum leaps, we have received so many new frequencies and energies and new dimensions that is really important for us to embody that all. And the way of embodiment this time is really a metamorphosis. We do it in many different ways on a unique personal level, but also as a rebranding tool at this moment. And manifestation, as you're very clear, only works if we are very clear. Not clear in the sense of saying exactly what we want, but clear in the sense where we are at, our state of being, our imagination beyond the physical, beyond the feeling, beyond the thinking. So that level of clarity of where we are at, this state of being that we're talking so much. So it's a new state of being. And this clarity needs to come somehow into being. The other part, of course, is then consistency. How we stay consistent with that. How we don't always sidetrack, how we don't always get distracted. How is it that the triggers don't take us away from our path? The next part is the congruence. So as we're going in this metamorphosis, we're becoming congruent with that new state of being. Identity is gone. So if you're still hanging on to your identity and what you're identifying with, you will find over the next couple of days, and especially this month as you're stepping through the portal, our identity doesn't mean anything anymore. It really becomes a states of being. It's a plural, it's not a singular thing. And finally, the other C in this metamorphosis, in order to embody all this new stuff that has been going on for us, is connectedness. Yes, it needs to be connected. An integrity on a totally different level. It needs to be connected to all that we are. So if we have not realized yet that we are multidimensional beings in a human experience that is shifting from Homo sapiens to Homo luminous, this is a perfect time to recognize and to self-realize that. So on many levels, if we have not come from an 8th dimension or higher, we wouldn't be here. But now we're shifting from the 3rd, 4th into the 5th in a physical sense. So this is big stuff. And it requires for us at this time really to come within, to go in this metamorphosis so that we can actually manifest and femifest. Remember that femifest word I picked up once, and I'm not the only one, from Dr. McGuire, Gladys McGuire, 100-something years old and flying high. It's not just about the physical, the manifestation, it's also about the femifestation, the energy that we're creating, the states of being, the wholeness, the new frequency, the new horizons, the new zeniths, the new dimensions. So remember, who is really struggling is the physical body, the physical experience, that physical shift from Homo sapiens, men and women of the mind, to Homo luminous, men and women of the light. Now, as Homo sapiens, we had an operating system that was based in the mind and on survival. This is what we have been living for thousands of years. Hence, we want to control, hence we live in fear. It's all very clear. The Homo luminous has its operating system in the heart and is based in love. So you see how many things are shifting for us. On what states of being can you now embody that? Yes, we're all different in a way. We're all unique. And yet, we're all in this together. So you and I may experience different things, but we are still experiencing that in our own way, in our own dimension, in our own space and time, while jumping timelines. So this is what's happening here in October. And then on the 10th, portal, 10-10 portal. And portal is, of course, a time of completion. But if we're going in the shamanic way, the 10 is also the time or the symbol of the medicine wheel. And what does the medicine wheel do? It helps us to shift states of consciousness, states of being. We're going with the sacred cows and realizing that we made it all up, the myth and the stories, the blocks. And we're really shifting and realizing that we are not just that human experience that has all the problems and whatever you want to call it. But we can go on that medicine wheel and come back into the center, into the heart. So that portal is a fabulous time for doing your medicine wheel journeys, for truly going deep within and connecting to all that we are as a metamorphosis and coming to the heart. The other part, of course, about the metamorphosis is my favorite, the dragonfly. And the dragonfly, and this is where we're hanging at the moment, hangs at the tree, waiting for this amazing transformation that is really incredible, totally unlogical, totally unknown. There is this little ugly nymph trying to survive and breathe underwater in the river, and then all of a sudden, after years climbing up, hanging there, ready for prey, ready for all kind of things, but still trusting in this transformation. And while our beautiful dragonfly, that is you and me, hanging there, we're imagining what it's like to see like nobody has seen before. So clarity without defining, without limitation. And what happened to the dragonfly? It sees in an amazing way. Nobody can really understand how a little thing like that, well, they can be bigger, can see that way. Or flying. And it's not about, again, defining and limited how to fly. No, the clarity is in flying in the most magical way possible. And yes, the dragonflies make some quite amazing acts of flight when you watch them. So we are really all in this metamorphosis. What are you doing about it? I'm inviting you into the space. Here in Sonqos'Worlds with the Sonic Sonqos, Ceci and I, we are fully immersing in that. We are fully also emerging at the same time, which is absolutely wonderful because we're not limited to one timeline or one thing. And what came through is really starting to embrace these new earth leading heart lights that we all are, that is in a way inside of us, that in a way has a clarity about that sight and flight and all the magic that we can imagine and beyond the definition and the limitation. So we are really very strong at the moment on our shifting into these new states of consciousness. We're very, very specific about working with these new earth leading heart lights. This is you. How you're gonna shine now. You don't need to be a leader by definition. You don't need to be a master by definition. But you can be that leading heart light. And also an ascension archetype that gives you a role that steps out of the ordinary, that steps out of the duality and the suffering and the drama roles, but is here really to serve and to shine. So this is very, very exciting for us to bring the art and the magic alive, without definition, without limitation. And so our specials that we have created for the first time, they are going to be until December 18th. They're still here in the Sacred Valley until October 22nd. So if you still want to jump on board, it's a good time to catch us face to face on an afternoon 2 or 3. When you think about shifting the states of consciousness, the states of being, the spirit animals is fabulous. We could even go with the dragonfly or many others. It doesn't really matter. It's your experience. It's your sacred immersion. Or we could also really go into these new codes and keys of the ascension archetypes, of these new earth leading heart lights. When you receive this absolutely new beyond monarchy initiations, where we also initiate you into your own unique ascension archetypes that allow you to be that leading heart light in new earth. And of course, the heart of consciousness architecture, which is again the heart and the magic of consciousness architecture, how we co-create this new earth. Don't worry about the deconstruction and all of this. This is happening when a time shifts, when a whole humanity shifts from one state of being, Homo sapiens, into Homo luminous, when the cosmos changes from the Piscean into the Aquarian age. This is what happens. Don't worry about it. Flow with that and embrace this new earth. Beautiful Pachamama, beautiful Gaia, that is also rebirthing and in this metamorphosis with us together. So yes, we are getting more clear, we are getting more congruent, we are more connected in how we express, how we relate with you, how we share with you, and what we're offering in our school or in our privates or in our heart shop, with the audio series or with the audio courses or with our music. It's all about the same thing. They have different aspects, but it is the same. So enjoy. Let's enjoy this time together. I don't pretend it's so easy, but I know we can do this together, and we are in this together. So I brought, of course, a little bit of flutes, just from the other room, and sharing a little bit of music with you to attune to these shifts, to attune to your own metamorphosis, and to attune to that clarity, connectedness, consistency, and congruence that is within you, to manifest and to femifest that new you that has access to all the states of being that you are, that multidimensionality. So if you want to close your eyes, do that. In any case, sit quietly and allow the music to open up and to take you there. So see you on this amazing journey. And don't feel shy to connect. Let's talk, let's see where we can go together in this amazing month of October. And see you soon. Many blessings from my heart to yours.